Hello, this is a recording for the Wampus World AI Lab and the course JIK2FB. And so I'll begin with just to show you the code. So firstly, I import the iter tools, which is it's a library which simplifies using iterators in our code. We'll use its functions to simplify the iterations, and then random, which is for random generations of numbers. And so first I implement I will instantiate a function. I'll do it up here, but I'll do it down here as well. This one is just for instantiated, but here I'll explain this part because it's more important. So this one is to instantiate how large we want our maze to be. In this case, I'm not using a maze, I'm using a list, and that's why I use the iter tools to to generate a list, so to speak, that should be in the range of 4 by 4. That's why I use the product function, which is inside the iter tools library. Yes, and also in this case I'm not using a maze, so my starting position will be at 0, 0, and also I have a function here, get adjacent, to get the adjacent of of a specific room. If I want to get the adjacents, for example, for the Wampus room, I call on this method, and because of these you see this append. Because of this if statements, I can using the parameters here, I get the adjacent room for that specific room. So, and here we have the A star, which is this search I've used, the A star search. And as you know, as we've learned that to get the F value, you have to take G plus the H, the heuristic value, the goal plus the heuristic value. And I've used the constructor to do just that later on. First you construct with the self, the coordinates, the F value, the G value, and so this is the A star search, which is I will reference it later probably. I have to find the link. I got it from some place. So as always, you know, the A star search will use the, in this case I have we can see the frontier here is stored, as you can see here, stored as a priority queue to maintain ordering. So the frontier is using the priority queue to maintain some kind of order when it's checking the frontier. And using this we can by the way, we have a start node, and we have also cost underscore db is holding our visited nodes. So we'll use that later on in this frontier. So so this is a not simple, but it's an A star search, and it will use the frontiers to and add the visited nodes and so on and so forth. This is a A star search. I don't have to go into it so much, but I want to go into the world itself. So this class generates the room in our Wampus world, assigning each room a value and the adjacent room a stench, breeze, or glitter. Okay, so first we have so we will initiate a constructor which takes in danger as one of its values. That means that in this case, it's our pits, so we call that danger, and there's 3 dangers. Okay, and then dangers, that means we should have 3 pits in the board. So firstly we want to generate the boards to store info on the Wampus, the pits, and the gold. So whenever we want the gold, we call on the method earlier, which I had up here, the get random coordinates, and to get a random coordinate for the gold somewhere on the board. And and we will mark that with G using this line here. So we will mark wherever the gold is on a position, on an array position, so to speak. sending this value as a string in the board. Later on we will see. The same goes for the pits. This is the danger, as I told you, the pits and the wumpus. So the wumpus will be W, yeah, and the pits will be O. We will see that. So the stanches will, of course, use the get adjacent function, as I stated earlier. So the stanches will be the adjacent of the wumpus room. So in that case, then we will know around and the agent will know where it's stinking, so to speak. So it won't go explore any further if it knows that it cannot do that because of the wumpus. And we have, of course, an arrow, but we'll try to solve the maze without an arrow. So okay. And this is really repetitive throughout the code. I do the same thing for the yeah, as I told you, this is for the breezes, the stenches, and the pits, the same thing. Yeah, and this is just to I this is for the adjacent for the agent where he is on the board, and this is our agent. It's the class for the agent himself. Let's say him in this case. So yeah, and we'll give him attributes, for example, that he has an arrow, he has a gold, and so on for so forth. In this case, I will go with no arrow because I want to try if he can find the gold without any arrow. And yeah, so we can go forth. Yeah, so we have a frontier for him as well to tell him which which rooms he has visited. This is to later on he wants to go back to the starting position without getting hurt. So he has to know which rooms he has visited. He takes the same way back, even if he haven't found the gold, even if he not succeeded, just so he never dies, so to speak. And so yeah, and this is, as I told you, this is for the agent. This is the class for the agent. And yeah, here we get to give him his senses, if you can call that. So we say perceive, and yeah, so according to where he is, he will perceive if according to the adjacent of the room. For example, if there's a wumpus nearby, he will see that because of this. Okay, so let's see. Let's go try. Yeah. Okay. We go try the app itself. Let's try it. Yeah. So this I just wanted to show you that this here, as you can see, I've commented out these two. This is to show the pits, where the pits are in the map, and this is to show where the wumpus are on the map. And this E is a variable of the class explorer, which is the agent himself. So I've commented out these because we don't need to know where they are. If I do that, I can show you. If I do that, sorry, yeah. If I do that, then I get three maps. So this one is the pits. So one, two, there's two pits in this case. It doesn't have to always be three pits. So there's two pits, and then there's a wumpus here. So the pits are here, and the wumpus is here, and also the gold is here. So okay, so now we follow the agent. So these three are the same map, but they show different things. So this one show the gold, this one show the wumpus, and also the stenches, as you can see, and this one shows the holes and also the breezes. See the B. Okay. So in this case, our agent should go up, right, down. Oh no, sorry. He has to go right, down, and right, and down again, and then he'll get to the gold. So let's see if he does that. So first he's here, and he says this T means that it's safe. So he goes right. Okay, he chooses to go right. He could go down, but he chooses to go right. And when he comes right in the pit map, this is the pit map and this is the wumpus map. In the pit map, he doesn't see anything. In the wumpus map, is the same thing. He doesn't see any wumpus. So okay, he chooses to go right again. And in this case, he feels a breeze. See? He feels a breeze. So what does he do? He doesn't actually go right nor nor down, because he feels, oh my god, there's maybe a there's maybe a pit somewhere here, so I'll go back. So he goes back and he goes down, and we don't have to see that. Skips it skips these moves because he already has been here. It doesn't have to show that any visited nodes. So we go back one node and then he'll go down again, and here he goes down. It's safe on all sides. Okay, nice. So all he has to do now is to go right to get the gold, and he does that. Bam, got the gold. And then he goes back. If he doesn't go back, and it will show which road he takes. So 1 2 0 yeah, one, no, 1 2 0 2 1 all, and 1 no, these when he's gone these, then he's back to his starting position. So he has to go back. This is, he'll use the A star search and also the frontier, and this will output his points, this 989, his measurement performance. Okay, so yeah, thank you.